Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Pretty good soaker for folks that got up either before the sunrise this morning or if you got caught in one of the lightly scattered showers we've been seeing through some of the afternoon. Otherwise, most folks pretty much slept through it. That's the good news, and did pick up a nice little dosing of rain again. Again, we'll take all we can get at this point. We're still under about a 14-inch deficit for the year, but we've made some ground up. That's good. We're going to need to, because this is the last of the big heavy rain coming through, not only just for tomorrow and maybe in towards the rest of the week, but as we look out towards the extended period as well. Looking pretty dry. I'll show you why coming up in just a bit. Visual satellite on our storm tracker shows nice little effect here. You can see just kind of the rippling of the clouds as they go over top of parts of the Cascade Range. This is where we're seeing what's left of the front that came through earlier this morning. It's mainly just what we call a weak trough at this point, and also seeing a little back building of some precipitation, a little bit of cloud cover trying to build as it gets close to the shoreline too. But here up and down the I-5 in the valley, we're pretty much breaking things up and getting back to partly clear skies. Now, let's turn on the radar sweep on the storm tracker, and not picking up on any so far. We've got a couple of light returns as you get north towards McMinnville. Most of the activity north of Seattle. There's the low that was pushing all of this in. That's now continuing to drive in. The one that came across late last night and early this morning, the one real compact one if you're watching at 11 last night, that's scooting quickly over towards Spokane. It'll be pushing off into the northern Rockies and eventually creating more severe weather potential for the Midwest, which is blowing up again today, and I'll have that coming up a little later on at 6:30 tonight. So our super fine sweeps got a couple of light showers. Again, a lot of this not hitting the ground, maybe some light sprinkles as you get up into the Cascade Range. Temperatures are sitting right now at around 61 to around 60 degrees here in the valley, a little cooler in Cottage Grove, 62 in Roseburg, mid-50s as you get out to the coast. We're also looking at around low 50s out into the mountains and also out in central Oregon. So here's the big player as we get in towards the weekend. Big high pressure that will slowly start to push all this out of the way. Though we're still slingshotting some moisture around this low that's been just kind of sitting there for a couple of days off of the western British Columbian coastline. So as that slowly starts to break down and this high builds in, it will eventually push all this moisture out of the way, and that'll get us back to a much sunnier forecast as we head in towards your Thursday afternoon and certainly by Friday afternoon. So we'll wrap most of the shower activity up tonight. Some good low cloud cover sticking around in the valley tomorrow morning. May see a quick glancing blow of a few showers, mainly up around Portland. I don't think we'll see any in our neck of the woods. And then, as you can tell, a little bit of cloud cover Friday morning. By Friday afternoon, the winds switch, take more of a north-northeasterly turn. Offshore winds start to push out, and that means even the partly sunny skies we'll see at the coast tomorrow, look at that, be replaced all kinds of sunshine, and we'll warm up too, get into the mid-60s. And by next week, we start to see that high sit right on top of us, and we could be talking upper 60s and 70s at the coast. You know what that means for us inland here. Well, we'll be looking at partly cloudy skies in the Umpqua tomorrow. Take a peek out towards next Tuesday and Wednesday. Could see some 80s back on the board. It is going to be a very nice weekend overall. Partly sunny in the Cascades. The temperatures there will be in the upper 40s to around 50. Low 60s in Bend and Redmond. Sunny, breezy tomorrow, and then pretty much a beautiful 6-7 day forecast, but warming up quickly by next week. And here in the valley, partly cloudy. Guys, we may see some little bit of light drizzle tomorrow morning, but otherwise it's just morning fog next couple of days. And then we're talking mid-70s. Wow. A lot of folks going to be crashing into town here for both ducks and beeves with the regional starting this weekend. It looks like we will show them some nice weather for that.
Perfect baseball weather. Yep. Thanks, Justin.
You bet.